Today we're just going to be talking about keto. Now this advice generally applies to paleo, whatever, vegetarian, Whole30, Mediterranean, Atkins, you name it. But today I just want to list a few specific aspects of keto in relationship to getting weight loss confidence and sticking to your diet so you actually lose weight. It's not what you think. So the whole slogan that I'm trying to promote is think different. I want to show you why. Okay, so if you do like the video, leave it a thumbs up, leave a comment, or leave a comment asking a question. Really appreciate your engagement, first of all. Okay, so let's get into it. This is a short video today. Let's look at two specific aspects of keto and why they give you a sense of certainty, and that certainty is what gets you motivated and ultimately sticking with your diet, or at least the belief that you will stick with your diet. Okay, so those two aspects are intermittent fasting and ketosis. Okay, so these things are promise, and they are beneficial. Don't get me wrong. Ketosis is a real scientific state. Intermittent fasting is a real state. Now, what happens is when you hear about ketosis, which is when your body burns fat instead of carbs, and when you hear about intermittent fasting, how it basically does the same thing. You your digestive tract is cleaned out, so over the night it's using carbs, it's burning fat instead of carbs. It gives people this sense that they are going to lose weight quick. They're going to use these new techniques that are new, and they're powerful. There's this sense of new and powerful techniques that are true, but what people do is they overestimate how much of an impact these techniques will have on their weight loss. So here's ultimately what happens. They use discipline to be more regimented about their food. Now, it actually doesn't matter. Here's why I want you to think different, okay? It actually doesn't matter if you go into ketosis or if you don't do precisely the intermittent fasting, because if you believe with that intensity, you will use the discipline to then be a healthier eater. Okay, now here's the problem. The problem is that people rely on these techniques and these diet plans for a while, right? You eat your keto, you do your keto, blah, 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 it's good. And then the weight loss doesn't happen as fast as you want it to. So what happens is that you then start to get down on yourself, and you start to wonder, like, what am I doing wrong here? What am I doing wrong? And when you do that, you just get in your head, and then you stop your diet, right? You think it didn't work. Other reasons too is maybe you're not eating enough, so it doesn't feel good. You're hungry. You're getting all these cravings. So the diet might not actually work as fast as you want it to. Okay, so it's really proper to have expectations, but at the same time, really do believe in yourself and that whatever diet you pick, if you use discipline, and not just use discipline, it's much more than that. This video is not about discipline, because I believe that willpower is ultimately doomed to fail. But the point is that these tricks that they get you to believe in, like paleo, or I'll do another video about paleo, but specifically this video today, these ketosis and intermittent fasting, it gets you hyped. It gets you hyped. It gets you believing again. And not that that's a bad thing, but just to be aware. I think the point I'm making is just eat healthy. Just eat more veggies. If you look at paleo, if you look at keto, if you look at all these things, low carb, high protein, they're all saying eat a lot of protein, eat a lot of vegetables, don't eat processed foods. It's basically that simple. You don't need these Jedi mind tricks. You don't need these ketosis intermittent fasting things. Like, that gets you hyped, but the results are not coming from those. Those are minimally impactful. They do exist, but they're less of a factor in weight loss as you might think. The real factors are just eating more veggies, eating more protein, decreasing the amount of processed foods and carbs. That's it. Okay? And then lower your expectations and try to have fun with this. You have to make this diet your own. Different video for another time, making the diet your own and how to stick with the diet. But I just wanted to go off on this little rant in the parking lot about healthy eating and why that is the real key to weight loss. So, peace!